Hello and welcome to another edition of From a Poly Perspective, a new show produced by Pacific Islanders for Pacific Island people. My name is Margarita Satini.
And I'm Phil Mulvesi. And before we start, we'd like to inform the public a little bit as to why From a Poly Perspective is necessary for our community. With so many great events put on by Pacific Islanders here in Utah, From a Poly Perspective exists to share what type of events are available to the community. It's also important for us to highlight special events that will help enrich the lives of the people and families in the state of Utah.
Now, we plan on expanding to reach other states, but for now we believe that in starting simple, great things are bound to happen in the future. But what we really need is your help here in Utah. We need to hear your voices and invite your suggestions and concerns as to how to better our show. We would like the voices of Tongans, Samoans, Fijians, Tahitians, Maoris, and all the other surrounding islands to be heard and represented. In addition, it is important for us to tell our own stories and from our own voices and from our own perspectives. We'll tell you more on how your voice can be a part of From a Poly Perspective at the end of the show.
But for now, a little bit of news from the free rugby camp put on in Provo, Utah. Representatives from the Provo Steelers put on a free rugby camp for elementary age children. The camp welcomed those who were experienced in rugby and also those who were first-timers. Most of the participants that showed up to the camp were Pacific Islanders, and the Pacific Island youth were taught basic rugby skills like how to throw a ball correctly and how to execute plays in the correct formation. For more information on upcoming events, free camps in July, please visit the Provo Steelers or Utah Youth Rugby on Facebook. I haven't played rugby, but I think this is a great idea for us in America to be able to connect with our relatives back in the islands, because they don't play football.
Right. Eleanor Safi Matsalvave, Zumba instructor and leader of MZL, or My Zazzy Live, put together a free summer luau and a health expo for the community at Valley Regional Park in Taylorsville. The Salt Lake Valley Health Department shared tips on how to have a healthy diet. Dancers from the Pacific Island of Tonga, Hawaii, and Tahiti, along with other dancers from the Dominican Republic, were shared with the group.
Salt Lake Valley Health Department is here today because about a year ago, I went and I gave them my dream. I told them that I'm helping teach these class to these people, but I want more. I want them to come out and help people and educate them how to live a healthier lifestyle.
I think this is a wonderful program that we put together, and these two ladies here have helped me a lot. We've come a long way. And then there's other people within the group, and we do run in a lot of different areas, and so I think that this program is great for the community. Well, I think that health is a big problem in our culture, and I think if we can just get together and help people to work out, not only giving free class to work out, but also in places where it's convenient for them to be there. We're so grateful for the LDS Church for offering the building for us to use. The women that comes to these class, they brought their kids with them, and they able to enjoy the class, the workout, and their kids are also with them at the same time. You know, it costs so much money to go to the gym, and so I think that if we make it available and free for the community, you know, they'll come out and work out. Our goal is to get people to go work out.
I think it's very important that we push health, and health is one of our number one top priorities as far as, you know, the discussion amongst Pacific Islanders. So, you know, good on you.
Also, on July 24th, the Samoan Cultural Association will present the Samoan Cultural Celebration. Now, this year the celebration will be held at the South Jordan Equestrian Park Pavilion. The dancers and singers from all over the state will join together and celebrate customs and stories of Samoa. The play is written by internationally acclaimed Samoan writer Sia Figuel, and the legends will be brought to life to teach the young and old about cultural heritage and practices of Samoa. Whangongo will enlighten the minds of those who never knew the stories of their ancestors and awaken the senses of those who learned of these legends in their youth. The play will begin on July 24th, actually, at 9 p.m.
It's in addition to the Samoan Cultural Celebration, aka also known as a Samoan flag, if you're not familiar. But Sia Figuel is actually a female Samoan novelist, and she's actually put out a few books. We have a lot of authors who are not Polynesian, who think they can just peek through the window and already know exactly what our lives are about. She's Samoan. She's lived a life, and so she's been writing. She's been able to pull from her experience and be able to put together some of these beautiful novels. Go look at her book and buy it. And if you can, please attend the Samoan Cultural Celebration, because they're going to have this play going on, and I think it's a wonderful opportunity to understand and familiarize yourself and your kids about your Polynesian culture.
I think that's one really interesting thing, Rita, is that I can't remember the last time I went to a Samoan play.
Oh.
Because there hasn't been one. This is probably the first that I can remember of its kind, so I think it's great to go out there and actually, I mean, we have all kinds of things. We have luau's, but this is actually a play with a well-known author.
Correct.
And I think it's going to be great.
It's a storytelling of our people, of the Samoan culture. And again, like you said earlier, it's a great opportunity for them, for kids especially, to get familiar with the culture.
Absolutely.
What we'd like to do is just thank all of you for joining us. If you would like to send us any questions, concerns, or suggestions,
or if you would like to notify us of your important feature event,
please feel free to email us
at pon1media@gmail.com.
Finally, we just wish to share with you our community calendar for the important events going on in the near future.
We look forward to hearing from you.
We really
do.
So look forward to it. In fact, we're begging you, please. Good on you, Sierra. And if you need an actress or actor, me and Phil. I think what they need to do is they need to open up the class to people who don't really understand rugby. We think we know what rugby's all about. Women just go there to check out the guys. The guys go there to check out the game. But I really love to watch the game. I don't know what I'm watching, but
Get your short shorts.
I got those. Don't make me. Phil, you don't know what you're at. Don't make these people are not gonna watch us again.
We wear short shorts.
One time, Phil, we went to Zumba. It was like a 1-hour Zumba class, and then afterwards, the leaders brought boxes of donuts.
Yes.
Tell me where that next class is. I'll be there.
I'll show up for the barbecue.
We'll show up for the barbecue and the free box of donuts.
Why don't you just say that I have a 44-ounce Mountain Dew sitting over there?
I have one too, but we're not going to say what's in it. It could be healthy stuff. Who knows? I don't know.
Tricky Diesel.